But that's football now. It's just numbers. It's just data analysts, bro. It's what do they call it? Moneyball or something that these man do. They man are looking at stats and bringing in players because of this percentile and that percentile and all this bollocks, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know why scouting's even a thing now. Why do we need scouts if people don't watch players anymore? Like, why do we need scouts? Surely scouts are obsolete now because nobody's going to watch players no more. So, like, what are we doing? Like, what are we actually doing? Because when I look at Chelsea's recruitment, it looks like these men had a spreadsheet and they just looked at loads of stats and they said, all right, cool, get me that player, get me that player, get me that player. So why do we have scouts? Like, why do people actually go to games and watch players anymore? Why? Because they've got everything at their hands with the Y Scout. And then on top of that, they've got the numbers and the spreadsheet. So between the data and the applications, that these men have, why do they even go to games anymore? Why do they go, bro?
Just a chance to enjoy some hospitality food, innit?
Must be.
A couple of condiments and all of that. Because, Y Scout can just do the job for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Makes it easy. Maybe that is their job. Search through Y Scout and find your best players that we could look for.
It's a joke.
And then earn like 5-6 digits a month off that.
No, it's crazy, man. Football's in a very weird position.
Although I say that someone really had to go and look for a starting goalkeeper for this project, and they looked at Sanchez.
But this is what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I'm well versed on goalkeepers. When I watch football, the goalkeeping position is the last place I look for players. You know what I mean? Because listen, if a goalkeeper makes a few good saves, yes, they will stand out to me. But ultimately, I don't look at goalkeepers. Do you know what I mean? So I couldn't tell you who's good, who's not good. But the fact that Chelsea, you have so many keepers, bro. You have so many goalkeepers, and none of them are good enough to be the main guy, bro. Like, there's probably arguments for most of them.
Yeah. No, it's only Petrovic that has any argument. It's not even for anything he's done at Chelsea. It's what he's doing in France right now. His only argument before that was that he was just better than Sanchez. And it weren't even by much. It was, okay, he knows he can't play out the back, so he's not going to stupidly make a ground pass for 10 yards to the opposition. He's just going to hoof it and pray. We're probably going to lose possession of it. I'd rather that higher up the pitch than Sanchez, who's just going to give away key chances every game. That was it. And he weren't great at his near post. Sanchez weren't great anywhere. That was a difference.
When I saw Petrovic, I thought that he was the best goalkeeper that you had from what I had seen. I hadn't seen him. I'd only seen him play like 2-3 times. I thought he was your best goalkeeper. And I struggled to understand why he wasn't your main goalkeeper. Especially when you look at Sanchez.
It was because Maresca wanted a goalkeeper that's comfortable playing out the back, and he wasn't.
Sanchez isn't comfortable playing out from the back, though.
But it's like, I hate it, but he would try to. And it's more like maybe for Maresca, it's something he could work with. I don't get it, because Petrovic has gone to Strasbourg and Liam Rosiner has got him playing out the back. So it's like, couldn't you have just, coached him?
But this is my issue, because the mad thing is, it's like when I look at Onana for United, for example, like, we brought him in, because he was supposed to be better with his feet than David De Gea. But really, it's just like, you're so shit with your hands that the little bit that you might have been better with your feet, like, it's not an upgrade. Like, it's not
even good playing out of his feet for it to even be worth it anyway.
But this is what I'm trying to say. Like, Sanchez, even if he's slightly better with his feet, he's not an upgrade.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree.
So it's just one of them ones where sometimes it could seem like, all right, cool, this one attribute is the reason why my man's playing. But you have to look at the overall skills and weaknesses of the goalkeepers. And for me, we haven't upgraded in the goalkeeper department. Do you know what I mean? We've either gone sideways or we've downgraded. Do you know what I mean? One or the other, because he's definitely not better. He's definitely not better.
Yeah, I've seen United fans tell me that Onana's as bad as Sanchez, and I didn't clock you guys had it that bad with him.
Bruv, he's awful, bruv.
Yeah, he probably is as bad then. I don't watch enough United to confirm it, but for me, if you're saying he's as bad as Sanchez, then boy, that brother is helpless.
Nah, it's peak, bro. You know what I mean? It's actually peak. You lot, big up everyone inside. Make sure you run up the likes. European week. Who have you guys got?
We got Legia Warsaw away.
Is that who you were resting the players for, blood? When I saw your lineup against Brentford, I was like, why are you resting players for fucking Warsaw, blood?
Nah, it's not even resting with that in mind. It's because they're playing 2 games in 3 days, just coming off injury. It's just a risk that
Would you
Maresca
not
didn't
rest
want to
them
take.
against the shitter team though?
Look, I hear that argument, but it's like you got to look at what's in front of you, because like who's to say that they don't just pull up with an injury for that and then they don't even make the game further? I mean, on Thursday. Like, look, we're the only team that played Thursday. We had the early kickoff on Sunday. It makes more sense to like bring them on second half. And same way, the likes of Jackson and Palmer, they came on, they had chances, they put all of them wide. It wouldn't have made a difference. That's what I was saying earlier. It's either they come on in around the second half or they come off around the second half. Now, if they come off at 0-0, it looks a lot worse than if they come on at 0-0. And even then, like Somali Flames saying, they came on against tired legs and did nothing. So it's like, it is what it is.
No, I hear it. I was just baffled when I saw the lineup because
me too.
Warsaw away from home, you could literally put out a changed team and you're supposed to beat them anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like top 4 is not solidified for you guys yet, and you need it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Even then, I don't think this is cut and dry for Legia Warsaw like that. Like we said the same thing for Copenhagen, and we produced one of the worst first halves I've ever seen. Until we brought on a few better players in the second half, and then we were able to get through with a victory. So it's like I've seen us not be embarrassed, but just look a bit toothless and just.
I hear it, but I think over 2 legs, there's absolutely no chance that Warsaw beat Chelsea. So
same.
I would have thought that the priority would have absolutely been to beat Brentford.
It was, but you have to protect these players' fitness as well. Like, we got to remember, we've got a long year coming up in terms of football. We got the whole Club World Cup coming afterwards as well. Like, I wouldn't want to risk them like that. I would have loved to see both of them start, but we had to be the one team that played Thursday. If we played Tuesday, for example, they're both starting. They're both starting. They probably get 70 minutes.
Okay.
Fair. But yeah, like I agree, like it will be difficult for the players in terms of the atmosphere, but it should still be enough for us to get a victory in that sort of game still. But I think it'll be a bit of a tight result, and then we see it out in the second leg.
No, I hear it, man. Bruv, it's tonight. It's tonight's Real Madrid Arsenal, isn't it? It's tonight.
Yeah. Hala Madrid and all of that. Rudy.
Listen, I'll be praying for Madrid later on. You know them way there. You know what time it is, bro. Man, I'm looking forward to that game. It's gonna be shit game, but I'm just looking forward to the magnitude of the game. I'm looking forward to what the game means, what it symbolizes more than what it's actually gonna be. It's gonna be an awful game of football, isn't it? Like 2 teams that don't really play good football, but you would think that the quality that Madrid have in attacking areas is gonna be enough to see off Arsenal over the 2 legs. Is the first leg's at Arsenal, right?
Yeah,
man. What are you saying for that game, bro?
Could go either way, but I still don't really see Arsenal leaving with a win. More maybe a draw or a defeat. Now, if Real Madrid get any sort of victory, the tie's already done, in my opinion. They're not going to the Bernabeu and winning. No chance at all. If their only hope is to leave with a draw or even better for them, a victory. And I don't see them winning. I don't think they got the firepower for it. They're not as good at set pieces anymore. So I don't really see it. I don't see them winning this game. If they draw, they have like a little semblance of hope. And I don't think that they're going to capitalize on that anyway. But I think this tie is just a matter of when, not if. When are Arsenal getting knocked out? Is it going to be this game? Is it going to be at the Bernabeu? There's going to be at one of them, and they're not going to make it through. This is where they're gone.
I hear it. That man highlighted no Gabriel. It's going to be interesting to see how they set up as well. I think the way they set up tactically, I think it's going to be pretty clear that they're going to be very resolute. One thing about Arteta is he can set up teams to not concede, innit? He does that very well. We've seen him do it against Manchester City. Obviously, Man City don't have the individuals that Real Madrid have, especially when it comes to being able to break lines with the ball at their feet, like Vinicius can, Rodrigo can, and Mbappe can, innit? So it'll be interesting to see. City's qualities tend to be more with players that are more give and go players and stuff like that, whereas Real Madrid, they've got individuals that can pick up the ball and just do things, innit? So I don't know. It's going to be very interesting, man. I think that it's going to be an uninspiring game, but I think over the 2 legs, I think we might see a decent contest, but I don't see a way where Arsenal can get past it.
Yeah, neither do I.